Today, let's talk about something many people do not consider when discussing spiritual spouse. Yeah. Sometimes spiritual spouse exists as a result of an oath between two lovers. You're so much in love with that your partner that you took an oath, a blood oath, or with the spoken words of your mouth, because the universe and nature work in mysterious ways. You might just think that you're just saying things out of your mouth because of the excitement or how you feel it is with you. And then the universe is a witness to whatever you are saying or you keep saying. You know, when you keep chanting something, it comes to existence. But people do not understand, and this is how witchcraft works. You keep chanting and chanting something until it comes to existence. Why else do you think that when you keep praying about something over and over again and then it begins to manifest? So imagine you saying that in my next world, I want to be with this person. I don't want any other person in my life. And then your life continues. People will leave this world one day, yes. And then you die and reincarnate. One person may return before the other person comes back. And one may already be living on earth. And the other person is still in the spiritual world. So what do you think will happen? Now, the person who returns first will begin to experience the presence of what we call a spiritual husband or a spiritual wife. Why? Because you already made a covenant with this person. This other person has not yet returned, but their connection still remain active in your life because you did not break that covenant before the both of you died. If the person has no remembrance, like if you did not remember that you made this covenant with this person before you died, and then you come to this life, you want to have another man, you want to have another relationship, that is when it becomes a problem for you. That is when you begin to experience the bad side of having a spiritual spouse. This is why I always tell people that there is always a spiritual side of life. Everything is not always about books, internet, what you listen to on internet, or about the spiritual spouse teaching about incubus and succubus. Different people have their own experiences. Know the spiritual spouse that is following you. Don't assume all is separation or evil. Know the agreements you may have inherited, okay, or carried to this life. Know what is following you. Know the difference between you being scared of having a spiritual spouse and understanding what is really following you. If you take an oath, or you're somebody that always affirm that this person, you want him in my next life or this or that, just know that nature will always bear witness of it. Nature take things like this seriously. When a person returns before the other agreement is fulfilled, maybe you came back before that person comes back, you have to acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge it. This is why I encourage people to do a proper consultation. Check yourself. Understand what is following you. It is not everybody that has the same type of spiritual spouse. And also, before you marry, before you say I do to anybody, please always check yourself, because the way people divorce these days, you just think it is maybe because the man is bad or the woman is bad. Sometimes it is what is following you that is causing all this divorce. If something is discovered, do not immediately talk about separation. Talk about understanding it, appeasement, honoring agreements, and restoring balance. Let your physical spouse know what you believe and what you practice. Okay, understand what is being requested from you from this spiritual spouse. Some spiritual spouse seek honor rather than sacrifice. It is not all spiritual spouse that is asking you for offering. Some just want you to remember them, to acknowledge them, or you just go for the negotiation. Dedicate a day for them. There are some spiritual spouse that will tell you that they just want you to dedicate a day for them, that maybe on Ore day or water element day or earth element day, don't have sex that day so that your life can be at peace. Some people choose a particular day, like I myself, every Ore day, I keep it very holy. There are a lot of people that do these things too. Keep that day sacred for your spiritual spouse, depending on how strict or jealous that spiritual spouse is. There are some people that their spiritual spouse is very wicked. Some they even used to appear to them face to face. And there are some that they are very, very nice. But you still need to acknowledge them. You need to appease from time to time. The important thing is to understand rather than being scared of it. You cannot separate from your Ogbanje and Egbe. So what makes you think that this your follow come spiritual spouse, you can separate from them? Don't allow any spiritualist or pastor to destroy your life. There's nobody, I've never seen anyone come out and say, they did separation, look at how my life is and all that. All those things are just fabricated stories. I'm telling you, be at peace. There's nothing sweeter than you being at peace with your spiritual spouse. That is your masculine side. They are there for protection. They are there for provision. They are there to help you and guide you. You have spirits following you from your father and your mother's side. They are the ones creating balance, helping you, backing you up after your after your inner head. It is your spiritual spouse that is backing you up. There are a lot of DBS, there are a lot of spiritualists that are working with their spiritual spouse. They are using their spiritual spouse to answer their call. Imagine if a spiritualist is doing that. Talk more of you as a normal person. Why would you not want to acknowledge your own spiritual spouse? Except you are someone that does not have an original spiritual spouse. Maybe you contacted your own through working late nights or sleeping naked or doing one thing or the other. Then those type of spouse, they can chase them off. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the one that came with you. I'm talking about the one that you took an oath with and you came to this life to live your life, and the spiritual husband or wife is still in the afterlife. That is what I'm talking about. Try to maintain balance and honor what must be honored. That is the important thing. Keep to the agreement that aligns with your own heart, and then things will begin to work for you. Just know what you carry. Know the type of spiritual husband you carry. If yours is from the water or land, honor them. Do the rightful thing. Negotiate with them. Let your earthly spouse know about your spiritual spouse. Once you are in alignment and you do the things that you're supposed to do, trust me, you will live a good life.